So Steam Summer Sale is on and it is the best time to buy the games. But which games to buy? And in this video, we're going to be covering the Sandbox games and which ones you should buy or we should ignore. No, we're gonna cover the ones that you should buy 100%. Again, this is one of the videos in our series of the best deals. You can check other videos, other deals based on other genres as well on the channel. And you're gonna see that some of the games will be overlapping in a different list. So to not waste your time, here are all the games that we're gonna be talking about. The games themselves, the base price, and the discounted prices all here right in front of you. So this is the games that we're going to be talking about. To not waste your time, if you want to go and watch the reviews of those games right now, you can go right in the description and I will be having all the reviews there in the description. And yep, if that's all that you wanted from these videos, again, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to just give you the value, well, as much as I can. Thanks for being here with me and I hope to see you in the other videos. And for the rest who want to know more about these deals and want to know more about these games, let's just get it started. Okay, and the first games in our deals will be Terraria. This one actually was not in any of our lists, but yeah, as you can see from the popularity of this game, 32,000 players playing it right now. This game is very, very popular and it's basically deemed as 2D Minecraft, and well, I guess I would say that it's much more than that. And it has an amazing deal right now. Even though it's not the deepest deal, it's still way too cheap to ignore. Right now it goes for $3.49 for tier 2 countries and $4.99 for tier 1 countries. Yes, it can go actually lower, the price can actually go lower, but as you can see, it has not gone this low for really long time. So it's you just might go and get it right now. I haven't reviewed this game actually on the channel, but I will in the very near future. So this video series is actually a advertisement for the games that I will be reviewing. So yep, you can check it out when the review will come out, and subscribe if you don't want to miss that. So yep, that's an amazing deal. Go and get it right now. Next is No Man's Sky. Well, of course, No Man's Sky is an amazing game. Well, at least it became an amazing game. It's not still the most, well, amazing or the best game ever, but it is getting there, and with all the update that it's getting, it is the amazing experience that you should get it right now. If you have a Game Pass, the game is available on Game Pass, but if you want to buy it on Steam, you can buy it for $17.49 for tier 2 countries. Again, it's not a deepest discount, but it's not that far away from the deepest discount, and $29.99 for tier 1 countries. It's a bit expensive for it's still a bit expensive for the game that is that old, but because you're getting all the content, all the updates for absolutely free, and we already got dozens and dozens DLC and expansion size content already. Yep, this price is absolutely worth it, and I think Hello Games deserve to be paid these prices. So yeah, absolutely, No Man's Sky is an amazing sandbox game that you can enjoy for really long time. Next is Satisfactory. We covered Satisfactory in the best deals, and yep, it's basically a sandbox factory builder. You're dropped on a new planet and you have like all this area to build the factories, and you can do it however you want and do whatever you want. And this is an insanely great game, and weirdly enough, pretty difficult, at least in the later stages, and very well, fun difficult, not bad difficult. It's very fun difficult, and you can get it for $8.99 for tier 2 countries, and you can get it for $17.99 for tier 1 countries. Amazing game, amazing value for the sandbox and for the amount of time, the amount of content you'll get from this game. Yep, that's an insane value. Go and get it. Next is Rimworld. So we actually did not cover this game, and this is probably the most intense, how can I say, colony simulator or even society simulator that you can get. This is a 2D game, that is top 2D, top down game, but this is the most insanely and fun experience that you can get. And to be fair, the only game that I can compare this to is Kenshi, but this is like Kenshi with worse graphics, but on steroids. So yeah, this is an insanely good game. We will be reviewing this game, of course, on the channel really soon. And for the price of $14.84 for tier 2 countries, it's not a deepest discount, but it's only like less than 50% more than the lowest discount for tier 2 countries, and for tier 1 countries will be $31.49. It is a bit expensive for what it is. Basically, at first look, it's a 2D game, but for the amount of content that you're getting from this game, if you get yourself into it, you're gonna have hundreds or even thousands of hours from this game. I kid you not, thousands, and no two playthroughs will be the similar for you because of the AI. I think it's called AI Director or something like that. Don't worry, we're going to be discussing this in one of the future reviews. So yeah, Rimworld, go and get it, and at least get the base game. I'm not talking about DLCs right. I'm not talking about DLCs for now. Next is Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, and this one is a bit 50-50 to be fair. Even though it's a great game, the deal that this game actually has, it's not that great, at least not yet. So game is $23.99 for tier 2 countries, only 20% off, and $39.99 for tier 1 countries, again only 20% off, and it's pretty expensive game. But if you have played any of the Mountain Blade games, especially the Warband or Napoleonic Wars or any other expansions, then you will know that Mountain Blade 2 is actually an amazing game. It's actually very extensive and gives you a basic ability to build your own kingdom by being literally yourself and having a combat and taking part in battles and in a combat, and just build your own kingdom and build your own politics and things like that. And with the mods that you can actually install with this game, like for example Lord of the Rings gods, you can actually play even in Lord of the Rings universe, and as it expands, as it becomes larger and larger, you're gonna get more and more and more things. As an example, for Mountain Blade 1, you even had a Star Wars mod where you could play as a Star Wars character in the galaxy and go around the planets and meet the Emperor, Darth Vader, things like that. It was insanely good. I'm pretty sure Mountain Blade 2 will have something better, at least as it matures. Right now, yes, the deal is not that great, yes, the discount is not that great, but you will get what you pay for with this game. So yeah, we're gonna be reviewing this really soon as well. Next is Teardown, and thankfully we do have a review for this one. Teardown is basically a destruction based heist game that is actually a sandbox as well. So basically you have different maps. You have pre-built maps that you have in the campaign, and you also have a bunch of mods that you can actually install, a bunch of modded maps, and your goal is basically to do, well, whatever you want. Just go and destroy everything and go and and have a destruction mayhem. Yeah, the campaign itself has its own missions, and it's actually a heist game where you need to steal certain stuff with a timer and without being caught. But with the mods, it's just insanely great destructive sandbox. And for the prices, the game is available for $8.39 for tier 2 countries and $15.99 for tier 1 countries. It's only 20% off, but the game just came out from an early access and it's in full release right now. So it's actually pretty stable for what it is and pretty good game. So yeah, you can enjoy it and have a lot of fun from it. Next is Snowrunner, and I don't know, it will be controversial for a lot of people thinking whether it is actually a sandbox or not, but for me, it is. You're literally free to do whatever you want in the world and deliver whatever goods you want and just go whatever you want and just change the world however you want, and you're actually absolutely free to do whatever you want. It's, for me, it's kind of like an open world sandbox. Maybe it's not as free and not as, well, unchecked as Kenshi or even Rimworld is. Maybe not for some as replayable as those two games, but for me, Snowrunner is an excellent sandbox game where you can just sit down and drive off-road on a bunch of different maps with a bunch of different cars. And for the price of $13.79 for tier 1 countries and $17.99 for tier 2 countries, it's actually a pretty amazing deal. Yes, the game has quite a lot of DLCs, and yes, for the people saying in my review that does not have microtransaction, it has the DLCs. DLCs are also microtransactions. Microtransactions does not mean just buying in-game currency. All the transactions that can be made within the game is a microtransaction, whether it's a DLC or expansion. And this game has a lot of it. But yeah, many people who are buying this enjoy it nonetheless, and say that it's absolutely worth it to buy all of those cars and all of those maps as well. So yep, it's all up to you. The base game is absolutely worth it as it is, and then you can go and spend as much money as you want afterwards if you want to do so. Next is Space Engineers. We do have a Space Engineers review on this game, and it's pretty old game, and I actually have been playing this game for a really long time. I don't know, maybe at least more than 5 and 6 years. I was playing this game from very early when it came out into an early access, when it came out on Steam, and you can buy this game right now for $13.99 for both tier 1 and tier 2 countries. And yes, it is not on a dip as discounts right now, but it actually will most likely will not go on a dip as discounts because the base price of the game has actually increased significantly. So this is basically the price that you will get for both tier 1 and tier 2 countries, and it's absolutely worth it. However, it's actually much better game with the friends, and if you just And if you just don't enjoy a hands-off sandbox, basically where you are not being held and you are just being told that, yep, this is the universe, go and do whatever you want. If you don't enjoy something like that, yeah, you're not gonna enjoy it, because this game is where you do your own fun and you have all the tools to do it. So you have amazing space, amazing space sandbox that is focused on purely on building. Yep, you're gonna enjoy it a lot. Well, if you like it, well, if you do like this kind of game. Next, and another one is kind of like a similar in its premise to the Space Engineers, but really different in reality, is an Astroneer. Astroneer is amazing space, actually survival game, but it's more like a space sandbox where your goal is just, well, in reality your goal is to visit as many planets as possible, and you do have some other goals in the game, but in reality just go and explore this beautiful universe, these beautiful planets, and build whatever you want on those planets without any real danger. Yes, I know there are plant life that can kill you. Yes, there is an oxygen deprivation that can kill you, but it's not. But this game is actually more or less relaxing experience, and it's an insanely good experience, to be fair. But to be fair, very beautiful. It's a bit difficult to understand what's going on in the game because the interface is a bit, well, different, but it's pretty intuitive if you'll get into it. And you can get this game for $7.24 for tier 2 countries. It's actually the deepest discount ever. And for the tier 1 countries, it's $14.99. Again, it's the deepest discount ever. So yep, this game is absolutely worth it. The game is also available on the Game Pass as well. So yeah, you can get it there as well. But if you want to buy on Steam, yep, this is as good a time as any. Next is X4 Foundations, of course. For some, again, they will say, no, this is just a space sim, it's not a sandbox. But well, what is it then? It is a sandbox. You are given a tools to do whatever you want, and you're just free to play this game however you want. Want to be a fighter? Well, just be a fighter and just go and kill as many people as you can. Want to be a trader? Just go be a peaceful trader and you can have your trading vessel and trade different goods. Want to be a miner? Be a miner, or have even your own mining company that would the control other miners. Want to be a, I don't know, a conqueror? Just go and conquer different sectors and just establish your own rule there and build your own bases, etc., etc. It is a sandbox, and probably at the moment is one of the best space sandboxes right now. Yes, it's better than Elite Dangerous as a sandbox, and it's way better than whatever Star Citizen it is right now. So yep, you can get this game, at least the base game, for $11.99 for tier 2 countries, and you can get it for $19.99 for tier 1 countries. And yes, this is an insanely good value, and I think it's a deepest discount. Yes, it's a deepest discount that you can get, so go and get it. This game has a few expansions, but go and try the base game first, and only after then think about the expansions. Yes, expansions are pretty good as well, but if you don't know the base game well, you will not even understand what the expansions will add. So yeah, go and get this game. Well, unless of course you are not ready to play with an Excel spreadsheet, basically, because yeah, this game you're gonna spend a lot of time watching different numbers and spreadsheets and lines, and just yeah, playing less space game and be playing more as a, I don't know, CEO. So yeah, you need to expect that. It's not always like that, but yeah, you need to expect that as well. Overall, amazing experience. Next is, come on, of course, you knew that this would come. This is Kenshi. Kenshi is one of the best sandbox games ever, and I don't know if anyone will disagree with me, but I don't think that anyone will. Kenshi is an insanely good sandbox experience where you are just dropped into this world that doesn't care a single second about you and just tells you to survive. Just don't die. That's basically what it is, and you can do whatever you want in this game. Be just a beggar and just try to survive on scraps. Yeah, you can do that. Be a, I don't know, like cannibal or something like that. Yep, you can do that. Be a half robot, half human. Yep, you can do that. Be a powerful ruler or warlord. Yep, you can do that. Be a builder of city or builder of farms. Yeah, you can do that. You can be whatever you want in this game as long as you will survive. And for the price of $5.79 for tier 2 countries and $11.99 for tier 1 countries, yeah, you cannot go with this one wrong. But it's pretty difficult game, to be fair. But when you will get into it, boy, good luck leaving it alone. And last but not least is Kerbal Space Program. And again, for some, it's not a sandbox game. Some people will say that it's not, but it is. Your goal is basically to do whatever you want. You can play in career. The game literally has a sandbox mode. So you can do whatever you want. Just you'll be given all the parts of the spaceships that you want, and your goal is basically, well, fly to the space. That's what you need to do, and this game is doing this insanely well. This game is very difficult because if you don't understand how the real science behind the rocket science work, yeah, it's going to be very difficult and frustrating for you. But if you, well, have an open mind and try to learn those things, yeah, this game actually becomes not very easy, but pretty manageable. So yeah, this game is an insanely good experience for $4.99 for tier 2 countries and $9.99 for tier 1 countries. It's an insanely good deal. You're gonna get much more than from you're gonna get much more than 10 hours from this. From 10 hours will be enough just to learn how to successfully land on a moon every single time. That's basically it is. I'm not even talking about the other planets. So yeah, this game is an insanely good experience, and at least it's great. At least it's great enough to keep us going until the sequel will come out. Well, this is it all. Well, this is it about the sandbox deals. Yes, I know that I might miss some games, and yes, I know that you might not some games right here, or you might not like some deals, but yep, this is what it is. This is what we have. For all the reviews for the games that we talked about, well, you can find them in the description down below, or if it's not there, well, it will be there eventually. At least I hope really soon. Let me know in the comments down below which sandbox games you love the most. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.